Dang, get yourself together. Oh Lord. Good, man. Good. About to give y'all this recap on last night's game. Western versus Palmetto. Let me give you a little outlook on what's going on Western versus Palmetto. What's going on with my beard, man? Ugly, man. Handle that, man. Get something going on there. Western versus Palmetto last night. So let's give you a little recap. Last week, Western faced South Dade, and basically beat South Dade pretty bad. And then they tracked all the way down to Homestead, Florida, to play Palmetto. South Dade and Palmetto are the two toughest teams we have down south. Um, they run down south. I mean, it used to be South Ridge. South Ridge had a down year this year. So Palmetto and South Dade are the two toughest teams we have down south. Um, and Western just beat both of them. Western is on this run. This run. They picked up some kids this year, notably James Williams. They've already had the cornerback Hodge, who was committed to Miami. We got the other cornerback, Omar, little guy, tough guy. They picked up a quarterback, Saquon Smith, who ended up not being the starter, but ninth grader Colin Hurst has taken over, and Colin Hurst, Colin Hurst is has led their team to the third round. Ninth grade quarterback. Colin Hurst might be the fastest quarterback we got in Florida, and that's including Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson from Florida. Somebody get Lamar Jackson on line 3. See if we can get him the worst Colin Hurst. Get Lamar Jackson on line 3. See if we can get him to race Colin Hurst. Colin Hurst might be the fastest quarterback we have in Florida. So if you facing Colin Hurst, he's small, little small guy. He's fast. But last night, listen, Palmetto. So Western gets to Palmetto late. Game starts late kickoff. Western was late. Maybe James Williams' spaceship hadn't landed yet. They got there late to Western. They traffic. I don't know. But they got the Homestead late, which is very, very far from Western. Almost like going out of town. Very, very far. 2 hours maybe. I don't know. They got there late. Game started late. Palmetto seemed to have control of the game in the first half. I think they were up 10. I think they were up 10-7, but they got in the red zone a couple of times, stalled. Second half, Western came out, scored, boom. They up. Western was up for the entire second half. They went up 14 to, I think it was 14 to, I don't know the score. Not good at remembering the score. Whatever. But Western's up. Western was up for a while. Western got up to, it was 21-13. Palmetto got the ball, drove down, got to the goal line, fumbled on the goal line. James Williams came up with the ball. They got the ball, and I think on third down at their own one line, Western threw a pass across the middle. Colin Hurst hit wide receiver across the middle. He went 99 yards. They called the play back. Then Palmetto gets the ball back. Okay, shout out to Bobby Golden, Bobby Bousse, Bobby from Palmetto. Bobby's been through a lot. Bob played a big game last night. Bob went off last night. Number 4 for Palmetto. Bob had a big game last night. But Brashard, what's going on, bro? What's going on, Trick? Brashard Smith catches a one-handed third down pass across the middle, I think, to keep the drive going when Palmetto got the ball back. And Palmetto finally punches it in. Now the score is 21-19. Palmetto goes for 2. Palmetto goes for 2 and don't get it. But yo, DJ Moss, what's good? Back to that Brashard, I think that was Brashard. That catch that Brashard made, I didn't get it on video. I'm sure somebody got it. Beyond reality, they were out there. I'm sure somebody got it on video. I didn't get it on video. Catch was crazy for a first down. It was on third down, though, either fourth down. It was with the game on the line. I know that Rashad Smith makes one-handed catch across the middle. Palmetto punches it in, and then they go for two, and they don't get the two. This game was so underrated. I mean, we had big-time matchups. Corey Collier stood up to James Williams. Well, James Williams is younger than Corey Collier. I mean, but it just seemed as if the imposing James Williams is imposing. He's 6'4", whatever, maybe 195, 205, something like that. He's a big kid. Him and Corey Collier went at it one-on-one a couple of times. Corey Collier didn't let him catch the ball. Corey Collier was in his face. Corey Collier is the real deal. I'm here to tell you, he's the real deal. But this Western team, they've caught fire at the right time. They got the media with them. They got the Battle Davy Strong, battle-tested uniforms. They got Beyond Reality rolling with them everywhere they go. Because this Western team is starting to look like the chosen one. Now, I think they have to face Columbus next. And Columbus isn't playing great football. I mean, Columbus is playing okay football. It isn't playing great football right now. So this Western team is flying high, and they may have a chance because they're balanced. They could run the ball some, they throw it some, they throw it to three, they toss it out. They do a little bit of everything. They put James at wide receiver. The ninth grader is playing like a 12th grader. They do a little bit of everything. So that's the recap of Palmetto Western. And if you wasn't there, brought to you by Fortnite, sort of, kind of brought to you by Fortnite. I think the new Fortnite coming out. I know that's a big thing for you guys. Footballville, man. Make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button down there. Make sure you see the shirts down there under. If you're watching on YouTube, look down there. Well, you got to be watching on YouTube. I just have a lot of platforms. I'm used to saying that. There's shirts down there, man. Get you a shirt. Get you a Footballville shirt or a hoodie. It's getting cold. But yeah, man. Palmetto Western defeats Palmetto 21-19 in a shocker. Western probably still on their way back home. Footballville, man, we out here. We stay out here.